Good evening and welcome to another thrilling episode of Different Blokes. My name is Mick and...
What's with the voice? I have no idea what's going on here. That was...
Gosh, just tell them who you are.
I'm the sensible one. I'm Matt. I don't quite know what's going on with Mick here. But anyway, so we're back, aren't we, for our news review?
Yeah, news review today.
So... I'd like to start with just saying thank you to everybody who's watching the channel. We really like you to share the videos if you can. We're trying to get our name out.
We're actually getting quite. My voice has really gone this week. Honestly, it's like that.
We've not even got into it yet. What he's trying to say is
our
views. We've doubled our viewership in the last week. So thank you to everybody.
We're only just started, so we're gradually getting there. With your help, just share them over to everyone else if you would. If you didn't enjoy it, anyway. If you don't, we're not.
Anyway, stop boring them. Yeah, Let's get on with it. Have you got your number one news of the week?
Yeah, number one. Bad news, unfortunately.
Start with the bad news.
Yeah, petrol. We touched on it last week. Petrol. All I can say is Blokes. So, I can tell you, I went out yesterday. I didn't go for petrol at all. I didn't need any. I went downtown because I can't walk there. So because of the ill health, and there was queues everywhere.
Well, it's the new. Right, now, it's like the toilet roll incident, isn't it?
It is like the toilet roll, but what I'm saying is, when they interviewed people all through the day, and they said, in total, Tesco had 2 petrol stations that were in trouble.
All right.
Yeah. BP 5. So 7 petrol stations in the entire of the United Kingdom,
that's not true.
And everybody started rushing. No, those are actually facts.
No, there's more than that.
Today, because what's happened is everyone's rushed to the petrol station and they've taken all the stuff out. So now they're going to now they're sending tankers out again.
I actually know somebody, and I say no, I wouldn't say their friend, but I know somebody, and literally they don't go out anywhere, and they've gone out and filled both cars up this week. And I said, "Oh, are you going somewhere this week?" "Oh, no, just in case."
There's no just in case. There is no shortage of petrol.
No.
Stop panicking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually creating the shortage.
You're creating the panic.
Should we move on? Because I've got...
Yeah, go on.
I think it's quite good. And I am going to... It's not politics, but it is. Boris Johnson this week telling world leaders to grow up and stop being childish over climate change. And he actually... Did you read about this or hear about it? His Kermit the Frog analogy that he came out with at the summit. So he said, when Kermit the Frog sang "It's Not Easy Being Green," I want you to know that he was wrong. He was wrong. It is easy. Not only easy, it is lucrative and it's right to be green. And then he went on and called them all childish and to grow up, basically.
Oh.
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this is the same week where gas we're going to be short of gas.
It's just bizarre. It's like, where did he get that from?
Well, the gas is coming from Russia, isn't it?
Well, I get that bit. I mean, where did he get his Kermit the Frog? Where did you get
I don't know. It's just that's probably what he watches at night. But what I'm saying is, if you actually, it's weird that they're all saying, "Oh, don't worry about it," but then they're saying, "Oh, and now we're going to be short of gas in winter." Well. And it's surprising, but I'm just going to bring up the past. But there's actually 60 years worth of coal down the pits. Oh, sorry, you can't get to them anymore, can you? We've sealed them all up. Anyway,
you are on a rant this week, and we've not even got to the grumble.
Well, we told them.
What's your number 2 then? He's just killed my number 1, but
yeah. Number 2, unfortunately, is the other big story of this week. But I've got more information about it. Is the volcano eruption on La Palma now? I am quite sort of interested in volcanoes, so I was
from our previous holiday experiences.
Yeah. It wasn't the same one, but I did actually have a look around to see, because I remember that it wasn't long ago that we had the Icelandic volcano going up.
Oh, the ash cloud.
No, the volcano with the ash cloud.
Yeah.
But there is a volcano going off in Iceland now. But there is movement on 7 other volcanoes on Iceland. They've actually tracked movement on 7 other volcanoes. Yeah. And Mount Etna as well.
Yeah, you do always have to be careful when you get a lot of movement. I've got to be honest.
There is a lot of seismic activity all over the world. Going back to the main one, a guy in America has just brought out a thing. I knew about it. It is on YouTube. If you're going to track it down, about what happens, worst case scenario, with a La Palma if it falls into the sea. If part of the island falls into the sea. I did watch a documentary, so I do know it's out there.
That happened in Santorini, didn't it?
No, it's not like Santorini at all. What happened is, if it cracks on the other side of the island, half the island is actually hanging over a cliff, really.
Right.
And about 3.5 billion tons of the island will fall into the sea.
Yeah, but that's what happened with Santorini.
Santorini is a boomer. This one isn't a boomer. It's not directly.
Oh, right, okay. I get what you're saying. It's to do with the explosion. Right, okay.
Yeah, so that will send a mega tsunami across as far as America, and it will come up, and we will actually see the results of it in the UK as well. It'll come all up the coastline.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad it'd be or anything like that, but it would not be a good thing.
Well,
but a report an hour ago said that there is an actual little. They did actually show you a crack on the other side of the island.
So when we said to you that
this
is when we say this is the fun news review of the week,
this is the fun news of the week.
Yeah, I know.
So the fun news is, if you've got a surfboard, get ready, because you might have the biggest wave.
Did you wake up on the wrong side of bed? Because you know what? Right. Well, I'm actually going to give some advice here because do you know what's happened?
Has it got anything to do with tsunamis or earthquakes?
It's not actually. It's to do with housing estates.
Oh, God.
As you know, I've mentioned it a few times, but I go to Venice a lot. All the houses are coloured, painted in different colours on one of the islands. But also, a few places abroad, I've done it, I believe Vienna do it as well, and a few others. But there's an estate actually down south, and they've all painted their houses different colours, all bright colours. And the house prices on the street have gone up tenfold because of it. And there's actually now saying this could be the future and the way to go.
Right.
But
This is not unusual. This is not unusual.
I've just found out. I was like, really?
Cornwall.
Right. Okay.
Cornwall.
I know they're near the cliffs and things like that.
A lot of seaside, from Cornwall all the way up to is it Tobermory in Scotland. Loads and loads of seaside places have always painted the houses different colours, garish colours, and it works. It's very nice to look at, very pretty. So, it's not a surprise it's going to start drifting inland.
So basically, there's a housing estate, and it's about 50 years old. Nice-ish area, but not out of your reach. But they've all rendered, and they've all painted different colours, and apparently the house prices have just boomed. So, well done.
So tomorrow, B&Q, get down there quick before the rush.
Well, you need to make sure you're not the only one, though. Imagine being the only one with it. I'd have a bright pink house, and everyone else is like...
When I used to go to my granny's, we always used to know that we were right on the edge of the village, because we used to say there was a house there and it had green tiles.
Okay.
Painted green, not just manky green.
Right,
they were painted green, and we said there's a green tile house, so we knew we were like 5 minutes away.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah,
right. Well, we'll move on from that. What's your number 3?
Okay, number 3. Actually, number 3, I'm a bit well behind here. But a bit of just good news, really, and that's Romain Grosjean after that horrific accident earlier on.
Do you know, we spoke about this just before we came on air, and he said, did you see? And I said, that happened a long time ago, Mick. It was about 2 years ago, that now.
Right, so anyway, that's
but if you've not seen it, honestly, have a look at the Romain Grosjean fireball incident.
I looked at
Horrendous.
it, and I watched the whole documentary about it, what was happening, and what every other driver said and everything like that.
Yeah, they thought he was gone.
And I was absolutely amazed. And to be quite honest, what a fantastic job it is, and a sign of the times that they can make these cars survivable in such a horrific thing.
And his uniform.
And his uniform and everything.
He only had burns, didn't he? It was on his
hands.
He had hands, so he had skin grafts and things.
But it's just an absolutely well done, because a lot of this testing is done in the UK.
Well, again, if you've not seen it, go and see it, because it's
very gorish.
Horrific. It is, but
horrific.
Right, well, we'll move on.
Well done to the motor industry.
Yeah,
that's a fantastic design products coming out.
Right, my number 3. I'm linking this to a few things, but this made headlines this week, that penguins might be aliens, because scientists have found traces of a chemical in them that stems from Venus, they believe. And also, winning a Nobel Prize this week, there's been studies that have found that rhinoceros are better to be transported upside down, and that's won a prize. So, there you go.
So you're telling me that penguins are aliens?
I'm not telling you that.
Sorry, where was Bits from? Where's it from?
This is on the
Venus.
news channels. So
Venus.
Venus, yeah. How do they know that? I didn't realise we'd been to Venus. Have we?
Well, as far as I know, we haven't been to Venus.
I didn't know that either.
So, I have
yeah,
no
so
idea.
there you go. So that was when I was having a look at some news headlines this week. That's what I stumbled across.
Oh, right, okay. So don't muck about with the penguins.
No. So that's that then, isn't it? So sport then, right? I'll wrap this up quite quickly.
Just like a penguin.
Ba-boom. Right, Man United lose it again. Man City beat Chelsea. Liverpool only draw away at Brentford. Could have missed a trick there with that one. The Grand Prix has been in turmoil because of thunderstorms. They've had to basically cancel some of the practices. So the race might not go ahead if that carries on. Boxing, I'm not going to mention that because I've just put it on Mick. He's going to watch the boxing with me tonight, and we'll have a show on that one.
What's joy?
And then the Ryder Cup, Europe are way behind the Americans, but they've had a good afternoon session, but they're going to need a miracle to win that one, I'm afraid. And that's me done. What about the weather, Mick?
Yeah, apparently there have been some nuns chasing around on the Ryder Cup as well. So.
Well, did you see the actor who
They were
was
having
in
none
Harry
of it.
Potter?
Terrible habit.
I forget his name actually, but he was from Harry Potter.
Dobby.
No, and he actually collapsed on the celebrity version the day before, and he collapsed and had to be took to hospital.
Any particular reason?
Don't know yet.
Is that just someone just told him Dobby's died?
Possibly. Right, so what's
Anyway,
the weather then?
right, okay, weather. Well, the weather, it's been a bit rain and sunshine on and off all week. However,
How weather?
I will say that we are expecting, after tomorrow, possibly 2 or 3 days of sunshine.
Are we?
Bit late sunshine, yeah.
To be fair, this afternoon, and I'm talking about Saturday when we're filming this afternoon was quite nice, quite warm.
Yeah.
I misjudged it.
After tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, hopefully a bit of sunshine coming across.
Yeah, I went for a walk in my jeans and regretted that. So we're on to Grumble of the Week then, and it's my turn.
It's your Grumble of the Week.
I'm going to keep this short and
Nearly
sweet.
all of this has been grumbling.
It's not been from me. I've been really positive this week. Oh no, we've missed films.
Oh yeah, films.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah,
so right.
I'll do. Right.
Oh, you cut
I'm straight in it. I'm straight in here because I've actually watched a film.
I've watched a film.
Watched a film. I've watched several films this week. The one I was waiting for to come out, The Green Knight. Yeah, Green Knight. I was waiting for it to come out.
I know the myth. I do know the myth.
It is Arthurian. And I watched it, and I stopped watching it halfway through. And if anyone knows me well, they know that I love anything with swords and armour and things like that.
So it was that bad.
And it was that bad. It was rubbish.
So,
Sorry. Some people might like it.
Do you have a recommendation then, or is it just?
Well, after that, I thought, well, what can I watch? To be quite honest. So I went back to trusty old Netflix.
Okay.
And I had I can't remember the name of the film I was watching on there. But enthralled me, kept me up till...
Well, that helps. I'll dig into mine then.
There is what I'm thinking about.
Right, we've got a couple that are out this week, mainly on Netflix. We've got No One Gets Out Alive. That's one that people are recommending. The Starling, which has Melissa McCarthy. She can be quite funny at times. And Birds of Paradise is another one. But my recommendation of the week, Mick, and I didn't realise this was out, Mick, at all. And it's My Little Pony, A New Generation. I didn't even know there was an old generation. But that's my recommendation.
I wouldn't have even looked for it.
Just because there's no... I said it last week, it's quiet at the minute, and there's nothing really taking my fancy.
There's not much coming on, but I mean, there is points where a full-grown man has to start watching My Little Pony.
It was sarcasm.
So
I just don't fancy any of those films. That's what I'm saying.
So
I'll probably go back to an older sort of film.
I keep seeing the adverts for the new Spawn. They're coming thick and fast now. The adverts for it. So
well, we will move on to Grumble, And I'm going to keep this really short and sweet because
Okay.
we're going to delve into Britain on one of our chats in the week, aren't we? So,
Right, go on.
But my grumble is, I've seen this 3 times now over the last 2 weeks. Ambulances trying to get through and just idiots blocking them on purpose, especially on the motorway. You can see them coming, you can see the lights on, and they just stay in the outside lane and they just stay there. And then what they do, some of them, they dive straight out behind it and just stay right behind tailgate the ambulance as well.
Yes.
Just ridiculous. Grow up. And yeah, that's my grumble.
Yeah, I will totally throw my full weight behind that one. If there's an ambulance or an emergency services behind me, you are required to pull over to the side of the road in a safe manner and timely manner so that vehicle can get past you. And to be quite honest, if you don't do that, it's not big, it's not clever, it's not funny. Yeah. That could be your parents, your grandparents or your children.
True.
That ambulance is going for. So move out the way.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching again.
Right.
Please share our videos.
We're going to have some fun on the next one.
Yep. All right. Well, I did. You're grumpy today.
I'm miserable today.
On that one, thank you again.
Right.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.